Okay, one of the big questions I think that's out there, particularly among the moderates, the blue dogs, if you will, can Democrats regain the majority with Nancy Pelosi in charge? You and Steny Hoyer, basically the same leadership that was there before this midterm election that was so devastating to Democrats.
Well, I would remind them, how did we get the majority? We spent 12 years in the wilderness. 4 years ago, we came into the majority. Who was leading the team then? Nancy Pelosi. Steny Hoyer was in second place. I was in third place. This is the team that brought us out of the wilderness, and since it's Sunday morning, let me use biblical stuff, into the land of milk and honey. Now, all of a sudden, we saw a collapse of the economy. We saw people losing their homes. We saw a global threat, and everybody knows that that is what turned this country sour. That is the headwind that we were all sailing against, and it had nothing to do with the leadership, in my opinion. It had everything to do with the economic conditions of the country that turned things sour for everybody.
It's also been said,
people always struck.
It's also been said that collective decisions among congressional Democrats as well as the White House sort of led to the perfect storm, if you will, that ended up the midterm elections. How much responsibility do you think the President of the United States needs to take, and who's talking to him to try to sort of turn this thing around for Democrats as he goes forward toward the re-elect?
Well, I would hope they will all be talking to each other. I was out there this past year, and I can tell you there are some things I learned that I really believe we need to take a hard look at. And that's one of the reasons Nancy Pelosi made this situation so that I would be there at the table and in these discussions going forward, because I do have some things to say to my caucus about what we need to do going forward.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Clyburn. And we will be watching the leadership races next week.